going on YouTube? Sean here with another unboxing video, and today we have the Red Sonja, she-devil with a sword. So I really don't know too much about this character. I know she had a movie with Arnold in it, which, you know, I may consider watching, just, you know, so I can learn more about the character. But the reason I really got this statue is just ever since I saw it at Comic-Con in, 2015 in the videos, I thought it was one of the coolest looking statues I've ever seen. You know, and I didn't pre-order or anything. I really just waited until in-hand pictures. You know, I don't want to commit to buy a character I don't know if the statue didn't turn out good. The last Red Sonja, I didn't think it looked that great. The paint app on the skin tone was really bad. So I waited till I saw some in-hands, and after seeing, the official Sideshow production pictures, I went ahead and placed the order. Super excited to open this up. I have a great spot lined up for Red Sonja for the collection. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Bad girl, should I say. Let's see what we got. Now this does have a large edition size. It's like 2,000. Still in stock actually at Sideshow's website. All right, let's see what we got here. Alrighty, everything is wrapped quite a bit in styrofoam. So we'll just go ahead and take out this base first. Yeah, they packaged this quite well, in fact. Oh boy, there's that base. Pretty big base, may I say. Alrighty, so here is the base. And this is one of the reasons I thought it looked so cool. So on the bottom, I have number 965, so it's 1,500 actually. So there's the base. I can already advise you, it looks freaking awesome. Now the exclusive on this piece is an axe. So it's just an extra switch out part. So let's go ahead and take out Red Sonja's body. So here is her body. Not sure if I'm supposed to put the snake part in first. I think I may, because I know she's stepping on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the tongue in right now, which is just right here. Boom, just like that. Line this up. Actually, doesn't. Sometimes these pegs don't want to go in. Alright, boom, it's in. Quite a lot of parts actually here. Got several hand parts. Let's see what this is. Looks like this is part of the base. Right here. Actually not sure where to put this. Oh, looks like it's right there. All right, let's put the head on. Yes, I actually did do a lot to go ahead and protect this. Lots of little styrofoam pieces, plus they individually wrapped it to prevent any type of rubbing. So let's go ahead and take off the face. You can see they, covered it quite well. Even the inside to protect the bangs. So let's go ahead and look at this face. Yeah, just look at that face. That thing is freaking gorgeous. All right, so next piece I need to add is the hands. So the regular is basically just this sword. And then the exclusive is boom, look at this, big axe. So we're gonna go ahead and display the exclusive actually, which just goes in just like that. Boom. However, I may need to scoot this forward, so it sticks out quite a bit actually, as you can see. And then the last part is the other sword. So I'll go ahead and display that. All right, everybody, so here is Red Sonja fully displayed in my display cabinet. I do have her displayed in sort of like my Greek mythology section. So here she is in all her glory. You know, if you're gonna display the axe, you do have to display her at an angle if you wanna, you know, not have it sticking out too much. Now I'm gonna go ahead and display my on top of this little lazy Susan so I can, you know, move her as need be. But I like it at that angle best, so you can get a good view at her face and her body, the snake. So let's go ahead and look more closely at this, starting out with the base. So the base does compose of 3 components. You do have these pieces that stick out right here, as well as right here. So you add those, and then also the tongue, because you need to display that. So as you can see, it's basically a snake that was just chopped in half. There is blood and guts all over the place. You can even see the rib cage, and she's stepping right through it as she just sliced them right at the neck. Incredibly cool, tons of detail. As you can see, the guts just hanging out, looks like a liver almost. You can see the detail that went in, different blood and gloss that went in. And then the tongue, so you can see she's stepping on it, so it's losing the blood. So it goes from a, you know, a pinkish color to a gray to a black at the bottom. Let's go ahead and move it to the side. This axe is really big, so I gotta be careful. There we go. So let's go ahead and look at the snake better. There you can see the eye, the inside of the mouth. Very, very cool base. You know, the texture detail of the snake and the broken base sort of. See some blood drippings a little right there. There's the tongue inside. The big teeth, plus it has little teeth. Here's Red Sonja stepping on the guts. Overall, you know, it's a phenomenal base, especially, you know, for like a 1/4. This base is just like 10 out of 10 cool. You know, it's really, really cool. I think this is really one thing that does set it apart, is just how extravagant this base is. You know, it's, you know, like most PFs have like a decent base, but this is just blown out of the water. I mean, that's not even the best part. I mean, let's look at Red Sonja, who's just an absolute beautiful sculpt. You know, you got her feet, very detailed boots that she has on. It has all this blood over it, the blood splatter from this big battle she had with this, you know, giant snake. You see right there all the blood, her stepping on the base. Beautiful sculpt, big titties that just look awesome. She got a 6-pack, great skin tone. Both the, you know, the sword and axe look very cool. I love the face. The face is beautiful. Now she got her red lipstick. Great overall sculpt and paint job. The armor looks great. And they got the shoulder pads. The gloves, you can see all the detail they went into this. I believe this is real metal for the swords. No, it's quite sharp actually. Let's look at her from behind. Great butt. Nice and circular, nice hips. See the creases in her right there, you know, because she's turning to the side, the back. See the muscle, the tricep, shoulder muscle, elbows. You know, they definitely probably spent, you know, hundreds, if not thousands of hours sculpting this. Props to whoever sculpted this, did a phenomenal job. Go ahead and leave her just like that. You know, I would say this is the best female sculpt of any statue I've seen. You know, this beats both my Gentle Giant, Artemisia, and Black Widow. You know, it's just more sexy, more woman appeal. You know, absolute beautiful. Love the hair, you know, the way it's like almost blowing in the wind. Looks really sculpted well. Overall, very awesome statue. So, you know, I'm going to watch the Red Sonja movie so I can understand the character a little bit more. I'm not going to read any comics. I'm not a comic reader. But I'll watch the movie, you know, even if it sucks, whatever. But this is a really cool statue. And, you know, she's the centerpiece to this section I do have going on here. I do like the exclusive. It's definitely really nice. However, if you're more constrained on space, you know, the regular's just fine having the dual sword. Yeah, this piece is beautiful for sure. So, you know, the exclusive's still in stock. I doubt that will last, especially as more people get this in hands. So definitely jump on the boat now while you can. You know, just an awesome statue for sure. You know, just tons of detail. The sculpt is really just so good. I love the sculpt, is really nice. Right down to the necklace, the armor. Look at that face. Boom. Absolutely perfect. Perfect body for a woman. You know, you can even see the little hip, you know, right there. My goodness. Good job, Sideshow. This is a home run in my book. Well, there you have it. This is the Red Sonja premium format She-Devil with a sword. I hope y'all enjoyed this video review and unboxing. Unboxing got cut a little short. My phone died for some random reason. Let me go ahead and get this from a distance so you can see it a little bit better. Let me just back out here. Alright, boom. There you go. I need to add some lights to the two bottom shelves, but as you can see, you know, I did have her as the centerpiece. And she fits in perfect. Definitely could not fit another statue in there. You know, it's quite a big base, as you can see. They can fit some smaller figures, but really you wouldn't want to. This is, you know, a centerpiece. I will have another statue tomorrow, and it will be going right there next to Superman. I'm sure you all can guess what that's going to be. So stay tuned for that. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Like and comment below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day.